guys, in this video I'm going to basically do a run through what I carry in my side-by-side. I know everybody's pretty much different on this, but you know, we all have our preferences, but I'm pretty curious to see what everybody else carries, and I'm going to give you a little snapshot of what I carry in mine. So I got everything from a little bit of cooking stuff, safety stuff, a little bit of everything, to be quite honest with you. So I'll run you through what I carry inside the cab and the bags I have up over, plus the tote that I have on the back. So that'll give you a nice little snapshot of what I carry, and maybe mine's overkill, I don't know. But I pretty much think when you got extra room in a machine, you sort of carry more probably than you really need. But hey, we're all different and we all carry different things. But anyway, in this video, I'm going to do a run through. You have a look, let me know what you think, what you have, what you carry, and we'll go from there. First things here in the cab, I don't really have much here out. Tablet, I don't know if you watched the other video I did with this tablet and Gaia GPS. Works out pretty well, pretty pleased with it. Anyway, don't really have much else in here. Do have a bag here on the back. Got that at Princess Auto, really like that. I'll run through what I got in it there now in a few minutes, but first off we'll go with what I have. I'll show you what I got in this small compartment here that's in front of my steering wheel. That'll be basically some odds and ends stuff. Pretty much what I carry in those two bins that I got are odds and ends stuff. Got my knife, usually have that one on trouting or anything. I just toss it in there more or less out of convenience. I've got some tire items for plugging the tire. I've got another multi-tool that I have. It's like everything on it. Has a hammer, it turns into a set of pliers. It's anyway, a little bit of everything. I've got like 3 or 4 multi-tools on the machine just in case I need something or something that I don't have. That's another multi-tool, and that's all I really have in that one. Charging cable. That's about it for that one, and that's just a bin sort of in the front part of the bike. So I have a couple there. That one's relatively low, and it's not that deep. This is another one that's sort of in the front of the bike. This is on the passenger side. Take everything out and give you a run through there. That's where I keep a first aid kit and all that stuff. But you know, I'll take that out now and give you a little run through on that as well. Alright, that's basically everything that was in that little compartment on the passenger side, which is quite a bit actually. It's a fairly deep compartment. You can put a lot of stuff in there. Anyway, I'll give you a rundown now of exactly what I have there. Alright, a little mask here. Go for the dust and stuff like that. Well, not really that good, but it is better than the dust that's holding your face. Got a little toolkit. Came with the bike. Plugs, little Allen keys, a few little different things. I always keep that in there. Also got the manual for the bike in there. Got some bear spray. Sometimes we're on the west coast of Ireland, so just have that in there. Squeegee for the windshield when I have it on. Dry bag. I use that sometimes for camera gear and stuff like that because it's a lot easier throwing that. You don't have to worry about it getting wet. In there I also have emergency camping shelter. It's basically just a piece of plastic that you can throw up if you need be. Also, that's cleaner for the windshield when I do have it on. I don't have that on a whole lot. And this is an anti-fog, again, for the windshield that I don't really have on there a whole lot. This one here is our first aid kit. I have a fair amount of stuff in that. I like to have that type of stuff. I got a compass in there. There's a family first aid kit, all kinds of bandages, all your typical stuff that you have in a first aid kit. Also has some surveyor tape in there. You never know. You get shagged up somewhere and twisted around, throw a bit of that on a tree, might be able to get you back out of somewhere, so you're not going around circles. Emergency poncho and an emergency blanket. Just a tinfoil blanket basically to keep a bit of heat in. Anyway, my little first aid kit. And it's a little dandy little pouch that I got from, I can't remember the name of the website now, but anyway, I'll throw a link in the description to the website for them, but that's pretty cool. Todd is a rig. I also have a little air horn that I have in there, I don't know, just in case. You can bring somebody's attention to you if need be. That's basically all I have in those two compartments. Next I'll do the bag that I have along the back. I got the bag at, I believe it was Princess Auto, and it was fairly cheap, but it worked out really well. I'll show it to you here now. I think I might have showed this before. Not a whole lot of light there, but just hang on a second. I'll get some light in there so you can see it better. Let's try with a little bit of light there. It's actually called Bully. It was a Bully bag. But yeah, anyway, I like it. You can put all kinds of gear in there. Anyway, I'll take out what I have in there and I'll give you a run through on that. Alright guys, so in the first pouch that I have here, a little bit of paracord, one of those little bracelet things. I always have a few of those sticking around. Second one here is my tire gauge, digital tire gauge. I always have one of those with me. In the middle one, some Floyd oil. Some emergency toilet paper. Always good to have. That's another one of the paracord things. And there's another compass. Alright. Here in the middle one has some more rope. And that's a side glue thread external patch here, so for a sidewall and stuff like that. A wall repair kit. It's good to have one of those. This top one here, insurance and all that good stuff. Nothing actually in that one. We'll go around to the other side, the other couple of pouches. Alright, so in this one I have my ABC extinguisher. I think that was like Coastal, maybe Coastal Outdoors. $16.99. It was Coastal or one of the ADV place around. Anyway, $16.99. Always good to have that stuff with you. You never know when you'll need it. And in this one, there's nothing. So, and that's about it for a little pouch that I got in the back. Also got a trekking pole. You can throw that in there too. You never know. And this down here. Oh, that's my power pack that I'm using to charge that back up. It was dead. Also got this case. That's for that. It was a wet day, so I can throw the tablet into this. Throw the tablet into this here, and it's a waterproof case, so at least then if it's wet or anything like that or real dusty, I can throw it in that and I still won't screw up the tablet, because it is a fairly cheap tablet that I bought. So hey, alright, so here's my setup on the back of the bike. got an action packer, about a Canadian Tire, and I have him pretty much filled to the gills. And also have a little cooler bag here if I need it, and our little cooler pouch here, bring cans of drink or something like that. So that's my setup on the back. What I'm going to do, I think I'm going to bring the action packer into my rec room, set it up on the table so I can get a better breakdown of what I got in there. All right, catch you in a few. All right, guys, so I'm back in the rec room here. I just bought the whole tote in with me from the garage there on the side-by-side. A little bit probably easier, and you'll probably see a lot better than you would out there in the garage. And again, like I said, I have a lot of the gear in the rig that I probably don't really need. But again, if you got the room and you can take it, you have a tendency to take it. First, frying pan. Gotta have frying pan. Gotta have frying pan. I have a tub of coffee. Basically, it's the stuff you buy at Walmart. It's like the pre-mixed stuff, which is really, really good. You don't have to freak around with milk or anything like that. I think that's pretty good. It's a jack. I got a jack out there too, but anyway, it's a wrench for the jack, but I didn't have to bring the jack in, so. My axe. Always gotta have an axe. I had a Fisker's axe. This is a new axe, actually. I had another one there, but anyway, this is a new one that I bought a few days ago. I've also got a little portable stove. Really good when you can't get a fire going. So just a little woods one I bought at Canadian Tire. Used it multiple times really well. Really like it. Nice, convenient, compact. So yeah, pretty good. Fuel for the stove. I always have usually a couple of those. This one is actually getting down there now, but usually I always have a spare there just in case. Gotta have a mug. Gotta have a mug. Gotta have a mug. I have lots of mugs. This one is primarily the one that I use. I have these as well too, which are pretty neat. They stack together pretty good. Again, Canadian Tire. You get a lot of stuff at Canadian Tire because it's just convenient. Spot the shop and has sort of everything. Kettle. Standard kettle everybody has. Again, Canadian Tire. Okay, and I also have a tire compressor. You watched my video, I think it was the Mount Peyton. I forgot my compressor and I ended up getting a flat. So my buddy had to drive like an hour or so to get the compressor and get back and get us back on the road. But anyway, a must have. And also I got a manual pump that I think I'm going to just strap onto on the machine as well. Just for the simple fact that if the compressor gives out, a manual pump, you can't go wrong. I've got a patch kit. That's another patch kit along with the sidewall one that I have in the other bag out there. But definitely a must when you're traveling around here, especially on the railway bed. The railway bed, you get a nice few spikes and stuff. It's easy to get a flat there. That's my utensil set that I got. That's just a little set basically with knives, forks, spoons, and I got a little can opener in there as well. Again, Canadian Tire, so relatively cheap and pretty good. And that's just a little kit I got put together. Has some old coconut oil in it, and also some rags and odds and ends there for cleaning out a pan or wiping something out if you need to. It's one of those little collapsible shovels. Just had that because you never know. Same as most stuff I got in here, because you never know. Also got the Bitty BQ. That's great for when you're having a fire. It's small, compact, folds up, but then you can open it up and it turns into a fairly big grill. If you go on Amazon, I think on Amazon, search Bitty BQ, you'll see it there. I'll put a link probably in the description for it, because it is a pretty neat little grill. There's just a couple little straps I got there. I bought those on Amazon as well. It's great for putting onto your roll bar, and if you want to hang something off. I got a couple hanging from a roll bar for our Wonder Booms. I use that for radio and stuff when we're on the side by side. Also got a tarp, again, just one of those things in case it's raining and you want to get out of the weather, have a tarp. I bought, again, Canadian Tire, as most stuff I got. This is sort of like a little stupid thing. It's for blowing wind on a fire. I don't know if you guys done it, but I've been starting the fire and to be trying to blow on it to get it going and nearly pass out. So I seen that and I bought it. I think I bought that on Temu. I think it was like, I don't know, $5 or $6. Another little one of those saws you can have, throw in there if you need it. Canadian Tire. Also got a come along. Got a winch on the front, but just in case I need the winch out from the back. So I got that. That's another dry bag. I really like those, especially for camera stuff, because you don't want any of that stuff really getting wet, and they're great to have. And that's a toe strap. I'm not sure where I got that one too. It's an Ericsson one. I think I might have got it at Princess Auto maybe. But anyway, it'll go. It's good for the come along there. Also got a bit of. It's not 100% dish. It was like soapy water. It's good for cleaning stuff up, but from experience, it's wonderful to have if you get it flat. Throw a bit in there. Spray it on your tar, and guess what? You'll find where the leak is. It'll save you a ton of time. So I always throw that in there as well. That's just a big hatchet I got for alders or anything like that, and I just threw that in there because I have enough room, and I can. It's an emergency blanket. Also flame resistant as well, so hey, you never know. And again, I have room to put it in the bottom of that bin, so, I mean, if you got the room, why not? And that's just another toe strap. That's an old one I got from work, but they had it in there, so I took it. Didn't cost me anything. Another tow rope I got as well. A couple clips on it. These are just a couple of more pieces of rope. A couple of those got some ratchet things on it for fastening stuff down. Good for the tarp or something like that, just in case you need it. But anyway. And I got some more rope. As you can probably see, I like rope and that type of stuff when you're going in, just in case, because you never know when you're going to need it. So anyway, guys, that's basically everything that I've got on my machine. Could be a few odds and ends there that that I don't have on there, but it'll give you a little snapshot of everything that I have on mine. And I'm sure stuff that I could probably have and get rid of some of this junk that I don't really need in there. But again, if you got the room. And then another thing, I bought an action packer as well. It's good to have. I was going to buy like CFMOTO for the zforce. Has a compartment that can like close off your whole back. But I found a few times now we've done like trips to the West Coast and Central and Claremville area. And most times we're going on a machine. Your machine is sort of left out by the door with everything in it. So it's nice to have something like that. Basically, I got everything in that. So when I go in, I can go into a hotel, take the whole canister, throw it in the room with you. You go out in the morning, throw it back on the machine, ratchet it down, you're good to go. As opposed to having something where someone can probably rip it off out in the parking lot. Not saying they would, but hey, you never know this day and age. Anyway, guys, I'd like to sincerely thank you if you made it this far and watching this video. I'm trying to do a few different types of videos and stuff to, make it a little bit different. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Thank you again to the subscribers that I do have. I don't have many, but you know what? Hey, 20 people that subscribe and want to watch what I'm doing. So I certainly appreciate it. And if you have any questions, comments, anything, certainly leave it there. I'll definitely get back to you. And anyway, guys, thanks for watching and have a great day.